You've been conditioned to think that youth is the ultimate allure when it comes to sexual attraction. But that's a misconception. Carl Jung uncovered in his hidden writings that there's an ancient erotic energy that only mature women can access, an energy that no spiritually evolved man can resist. This power is ignited by 8 sacred vices, traits that have been unfairly labeled as taboo by a patriarchal society, precisely because they embody the essence of feminine strength. Today, I'm going to unveil these 8 forbidden vices that young women can never truly master, and how you can harness them to awaken a magnetic allure that goes beyond the physical and resonates with the male soul. The combination of the 4th and 7th vices is so potent that even Jung deemed it dangerously captivating. A secret once known to tantric priestesses, but deliberately erased from our collective memory. The modern narrative has fed you a damaging lie, that a woman's erotic essence fades with age. This might just be the most significant falsehood ever told against the sacred feminine. Jung's research revealed the exact opposite. In ancient societies, long before patriarchal systems took hold, mature women were seen as the custodians of the mysteries of Eros and sacred sexuality. They were the ones who led both young women and men into the depths of tantric wisdom, serving as the priestesses in the temples of love. Why? Because they possessed something no young woman, no matter her beauty, can ever claim: the full integration of her shadow. Jung described the shadow as that part of us that harbors everything society encourages us to suppress: our deepest desires, instincts, and primal urges. For centuries, women have been conditioned to bury these aspects, always conforming, controlled, and presenting a facade of decency. However, Jung understood that the true erotic glow of a mature woman shines from her ability to embrace this shadow, to weave it into her conscious self, transforming these so-called vices into wells of sacred power. This is the first essential truth you need to grasp. What society labels as vices are actually sacred virtues. These deep spiritual gifts, once awakened, emanate a magnetic energy that no enlightened man can resist. It's not about shallow techniques or manipulation. It's about a profound energetic awakening, a return to your wild, authentic self, what Clarissa Pinkola Estes calls the wild woman, the feminine archetype in its most raw and powerful form. On this journey of rediscovery, I'll guide you through the 8 sacred vices that Jung identified as the keys to the erotic power of mature women. Together, we'll uncover how to recognize these traits within yourself, awaken them from their long dormancy, and integrate them into your life, allowing you to naturally exude that irresistible energy that is your birthright as a woman who has embraced the initiations of life. I want to be completely upfront with you. This journey isn't for everyone. It takes bravery, a readiness to challenge ingrained beliefs, and the strength to break free from everything you've learned about being a proper woman. It calls for you to face parts of yourself that you may have kept hidden for a long time. This is a path of initiation, a profound transformation. However, if you're willing to take the leap, the rewards you'll discover will exceed your wildest dreams. Before I unveil the first of the sacred vices, let me share an enlightening insight that Jung uncovered while delving into the erotic energies present in different stages of a woman's life. He found that a young woman's sexual energy often revolves around external validation, seeking to be seen as desirable. In contrast, a mature woman's erotic energy is rooted deep within her, located in the lower Tantian, which is recognized in Eastern traditions as the center of creative power. This is why the sexuality of a mature woman possesses a unique essence. It's not about performing or conforming to outside expectations. Instead, it is a genuine expression of her inner passion and life force. Now, Let's talk about the first sacred vice that makes a woman truly irresistible: the vice of courageous vulnerability. This means expressing your desires openly, without filters, power plays, or the tactics often used by younger women to attract attention. It's about shedding all masks, all societal roles, and revealing your true self to a partner, not just physically, but also energetically and spiritually. It's the ability to declare with your entire being, "This is what I desire. This is what I crave. This is my truth." No excuses, no justifications, no shame. In a patriarchal society, this courageous vulnerability is often seen as a vice because it represents a woman who wholly embraces her sexuality, refusing to hide or downplay it to fit in. A woman who articulates her desires is perceived as a threat to the status quo, where female longing is typically suppressed and reactive, never initiating. Yet, the reality Jung uncovered is that this courageous vulnerability is incredibly attractive to emotionally mature men. While it might deter those who are less developed emotionally, it draws in those seeking genuine intimacy, a connection that transcends games and facades. These men instinctively perceive not weakness in this openness, but an extraordinary strength, a courage that resonates with their soul. Let me share a story about Sonia, a 54-year-old woman who took part in my courses. She revealed how embracing this vice completely transformed her intimate life. After years of holding back and second-guessing her desires, she decided to fully step into her courageous vulnerability. The first time she locked eyes with her partner and spoke candidly about what she truly wanted, she noticed something shift in his gaze. It wasn't just excitement, it was a profound recognition, as if he finally saw her for who she truly is. That evening, they shared a level of closeness they had never experienced in all their years together. Since that moment, their bond has evolved in ways they never thought possible. Embracing courageous vulnerability goes beyond mere outward actions. It's about opening up energetically. When you let yourself be truly authentic in your desires, you awaken what ancient Taoists referred to as the Jade Path, a powerful channel linking your sexual center to your heart and third eye. It's as if your entire life force can flow freely, without any hindrances or hesitations, creating an energetic presence that anyone attuned to it can sense. If what I'm sharing strikes a chord with you, if you feel this could be the key to unlocking your erotic self-expression, I encourage you to take a simple yet impactful step. Subscribe to this channel and enable notifications. In the upcoming videos, I'll delve deeper into these sacred insights, providing you with specific exercises to awaken them and unveiling tantric practices to help you fully incorporate them into your essence. You won't want to miss out on these teachings. They have the potential to transform not just your intimate life, but also your relationship with your own life force. Act now. This small step could lead to a profound new understanding of your feminine power. The second sacred insight that makes your sexual energy irresistible is what Jung called sacred selfishness. This concept represents a significant departure from traditional female conditioning, which is precisely why it has been vilified by patriarchal culture. Sacred selfishness is about prioritizing your own pleasure, putting your needs, desires, and rhythm at the forefront of the erotic experience. It involves taking the lead, teaching, and guiding your partner in how to satisfy you completely. This flips the conventional narrative on its head, where women are expected to be passive and focused on others' pleasures before their own. Ancient tantric priestesses recognized that female pleasure is not simply a result of male desire. Rather, it is an independent energetic force, a potent creative energy that, when fully embraced, can transform both partners. In classical Tantra, the female orgasm was seen as a gateway to the divine, a direct link to the universe's creative forces. That's why women initiated into these sacred mysteries were trained to embody their pleasure fully, to never compromise it, and to view it as sacred as life itself. Jung rediscovered this ancient wisdom through his exploration of female erotic energy, observing that women who embraced this sacred selfishness exuded a unique energy, a powerful allure that captivated men on a level far deeper than the physical. A spiritually evolved man inherently understands, even if only on a subconscious level, the life-changing impact of a woman who embraces her pleasure completely. To appreciate the strength of this quality, it's essential to recognize a key aspect of the male mindset. Contrary to what today's society may suggest, a truly emotionally mature man does not seek a woman who sacrifices her own needs or hides her desires just to please him. That's an immature dynamic rooted in insecurities and power struggles. Instead, a genuinely developed man yearns for a partner who challenges him, encourages his growth, and guides him into a deeper intimacy he never knew was possible. A woman who embodies this sacred self-focus does just that. She inspires him to rise above himself, evolving into a more attentive, connected lover. Take Louisa, for instance, a vibrant 57-year-old who participated in my inner development seminars. She shared how embracing this quality transformed her intimate life. After years of marriage, she had consistently sidelined her own needs, feigning satisfaction while accepting an intimacy that left her feeling hollow. When she finally mustered the courage to embrace her sacred selfishness, openly expressing what truly brought her joy, her husband responded not with rejection or insecurity, as she had dreaded, but with excitement, gratitude, and a desire to connect with her on a deeper level. It was as if he granted her the freedom to be her authentic self, which in turn liberated him from old expectations and patterns. The power of sacred selfishness is deeply transformative because it extends beyond mere physical pleasure. It influences the entire energetic connection between partners. By practicing this sacred quality, you activate what's known in the tantric tradition as the Kundalini cycle, the flow of energy rising from your sexual center through all your chakras to the crown. When this energy flows freely, it generates a vibrant aura around you, detectable even from afar. It's as if you radiate an energetic scent that attracts men who can resonate at this elevated frequency. You have the ability to awaken this quality within yourself. There's a straightforward yet potent practice you can do alone. Find a tranquil spot, close your eyes, and center your focus on your pelvis. Visualize a golden, warm, pulsating orb of light in that area. This is the source of your sacred pleasure energy. As you take deep breaths, see this light expanding, first filling your entire pelvic region, then rising up your spine and illuminating each chakra along the way. Feel how this energy is solely yours, and recognize it as your birthright to fully embrace. Repeat to yourself, "My pleasure is sacred. My desire is divine. My fulfillment is a gift to the universe." Engage in this practice for 7 consecutive days, and you'll notice a subtle yet profound shift in your relationship with your erotic energy. The third sacred vice that makes you irresistibly magnetic is what Jung called the vice of proud imperfection. This might be the most transformative of all vices, as it boldly challenges society's narrative surrounding female beauty and allure. Proud imperfection is all about embracing your mature body in all its unique marks, curves, and changes. It's about celebrating every wrinkle as a testament to wisdom, every scar as a symbol of resilience, and every transformation as a rite of passage that has shaped you into the strong woman you are today. It's a conscious choice to break free from the confines of youthful beauty standards and to boldly declare that true femininity lies in what the mainstream culture often urges you to hide. Jung's research into traditional societies revealed that in cultures not influenced by modern patriarchal norms, the mature female form was celebrated and revered. Soft curves, nurturing breasts, and bellies that have welcomed life were viewed as manifestations of deep, spiritual beauty, not flaws to be hidden away. Men in these cultures were drawn to these visible signs of female maturity, understanding that spiritually evolved men seek the authentic presence of a woman who embraces every phase of her body, rather than the artificial perfection often glorified. In the media, in stark contrast to societal beliefs, a mature man is not primarily captivated by youth or flawlessness, but by a woman's presence, confidence, and the vibrant energy she exudes when she feels completely at home in her own skin. Elena, a luminous 62-year-old, shared how embracing proud imperfection transformed her intimate life. For years, she felt the need to love in the shadows, hiding parts of herself and limiting her movements out of fear of revealing signs of aging. But when she mustered the courage to shed those fears, to reveal her true self, and to move freely in response to her own pleasure, she noticed an immediate shift in her partner's reaction. Her uninhibited expression, her absence of self-criticism, and her joy in her body ignited a deep, almost primal desire in him, more intense than anything they had shared before. When you embrace proud imperfection, the chemistry between you and your partner truly transforms. Ancient Taoist teachings describe the alchemical interplay between yin and yang energies during intimacy. When a woman is wholly present in her body, free from shame or hesitation, her yin energy expands, creating a magnetic aura that naturally draws in the yang energy of her partner. It's an energetic dance that goes beyond conscious thought, a language that resonates at a deeper level within a man's being. You can weave this sacred vice into your life, starting with a powerful practice known as the sacred mirror ritual. Take a moment for yourself. Find a space where you can be entirely alone and undisturbed. Set up a mirror that reflects your whole body and stand before it in your natural state. Inhale deeply, then exhale slowly. As you gaze at yourself, let your hands explore each part of your body with mindfulness and appreciation. Acknowledge your hands for their creativity and the connections they've made. Honor your legs for supporting you throughout your journey. Celebrate your belly for its deep intuitive knowledge. Cherish your breasts for their capacity to give and receive pleasure. Speak these affirmations aloud. I am beautiful. I am powerful. I am sacred in every curve, every line, every evolution. If what you discover here resonates with something profound within you, if these sacred truths stir your potential, I invite you to take an even bolder leap. In my course, The Relationship Code According to Carl Jung, I will lead you through an enlightening journey with focused exercises designed to integrate these sacred truths into your life. I'll share the most potent combinations of these energies, wisdom once reserved for the ancient priestesses, showing you how to create a magnetic presence that naturally draws in the deepest, most fulfilling forms of intimacy. You can find the link to the course in the description below, or simply type Eros in the comments, and I'll send you all the details personally. Alternatively, an info card is now popping up in the upper right corner. Click it to go directly to the course. Now, let's explore the fourth sacred truth, which Jung deemed the most transformative of all. This concept was taught in ancient tantric traditions only after years of preparation. The vice of total presence. This incredible ability in intimacy allows us to pause time, entering a heightened state of awareness where only the present moment exists. Each sensation intensifies. Every touch becomes a universe unto itself, and every breath becomes a cosmic dance. Total presence requires surrendering mental control during intimate moments, releasing every thought, worry, and self-perception. It's a trance-like state that generates an energy field so powerful, it feels almost palpable, a space where both partners are enveloped, transported into realms of pleasure and connection that surpass everyday experience. In today's world, this ability is often seen as a vice because it demands a complete letting go of rationality and constant self-monitoring, traits that society often expects from women. A woman who enters this trance is viewed as wild, primal, and dangerously free, and that's entirely true. In this state, she taps into powers and energies that render her untamed, a force of nature, a living portal to experiences that rational society tends to deny or suppress. Yet, it is this very state of total presence that makes a mature woman irresistibly captivating on a level that transcends the physical. Jung discovered that spiritually evolved men are drawn to this feminine trance with an almost magnetic pull, a timeless call that transcends logical reasoning, reaching straight to the instincts and profound intuition within us. Clara, a 59-year-old woman blessed with a unique spiritual insight, shared how the revelation of this sacred practice transformed her intimate life entirely. For years, she had held onto a sense of control during her intimate moments, her mind always on high alert, analytical, and never fully disengaged. However, when she embraced the tantric techniques of conscious surrender that I introduced to her, she discovered for the first time what it truly means to be wholly present, immersed in the here and now. The first time she slipped into this trance-like state with her partner, something remarkable happened. He responded with an intensity and passion he had never shown before. It was as if her complete presence stirred something primal within him, awakening a wild and authentic essence that had been dormant beneath societal constraints. In that state of total presence, she activated what the tantric tradition calls Shakti, the pure, potent feminine energy that can ignite the masculine counterpart, Shiva, representing the conscious masculine principle. This creates a dynamic, energetic exchange that amplifies the experience for both partners, a cosmic dance that transcends the physical realm, merging their energies and leading to expanded states of consciousness and ecstasy, often referred to in ancient texts as sexual samadhi, a divine union of rapture. You too can cultivate this ability to be fully present. I'd like to share a simple yet transformative practice: the meditation of orgasmic breath. First, seek out a quiet space where you can be undisturbed. Settle into a comfortable position, whether sitting or lying down, and direct your focus to your breath. Begin to inhale deeply, letting your belly fill first, then your chest. With each exhale, release completely, letting the air escape with a soft sound. Gradually, envision each breath entering through your sexual center and traveling up your spine to the crown of your head. As you breathe out, sense the energy flowing back down, a continuous cycle. As you maintain this rhythm, allow your body to respond naturally. You may feel waves of warmth, vibrations, or even pleasurable sensations radiating from your pelvis throughout your entire being. Observe it all without trying to control it. Surrender entirely to the flow of energy. This is the essence of total presence, the ability to immerse yourself in the vitality of your life force. The fifth sacred vice that makes your sexual energy truly irresistible is what Jung identified as the vice of forbidden imagination. This facet of female sexuality has often been repressed and demonized by patriarchal society for good reason. It holds immense power. The forbidden imagination allows you to tap into your deepest desires, your most intimate fantasies, and your boldest erotic visions, giving them the voice they deserve. It's about diving into the uncharted realms of your erotic mind, the places where your desires quietly linger, often unshared, even with yourself. This journey is an exploration of imagination, serving as a gateway to pleasures that transcend the physical realm. In ancient tantric practices, a woman's erotic imagination was seen as a mystical force, a potent ability to consciously attract experiences and partners that echo her deepest yearnings. Priestesses were trained to nurture and enhance this imaginative power, making it vivid, precise, and clear. They transformed it into a tool for intentional manifestation. Carl Jung later rediscovered the importance of this active imagination in his work on the female unconscious. He observed that women who embraced this aspect of themselves exuded a unique energy, an aura of intrigue and infinite potential that captivated men beyond mere surface attraction. A spiritually aware man can sense, even on a subconscious level, the transformative power of a woman's erotic imagination. He feels that she could guide him to explore realms of experience he's never ventured into and unveil parts of himself that remain undiscovered. Take Maria, for instance, a 56-year-old woman with a vibrant inner world. She shared how embracing this imaginative aspect revolutionized her intimate life. For years, she had tucked away her deepest fantasies, deeming them inappropriate or shameful. When she finally mustered the courage to reveal these desires to her partner, she was met not with judgment, as she had feared, but with understanding. This openness created a space for him as well, allowing him to access desires he had never voiced. Their mutual exploration brought a profound intimacy and connection that transformed their relationship in ways they never imagined. The imagination of the forbidden is far more than a mental pastime. It serves as a powerful tool for energetic manifestation. By voicing your most hidden desires, you awaken what the tantric tradition calls Vakshakti, the creative energy of spoken words. When articulated in heightened awareness, words have the ability to shift energy, creating vibrations that draw in corresponding experiences. Thus, sharing your fantasies with a partner transcends mere intimacy. It becomes a ritual of co-creation. You have the power to awaken this aspect within yourself. I recommend a transformative practice: the Journal of Hidden Desires. Find a special notebook dedicated solely to this endeavor. Each evening, before drifting off to sleep, take time to write freely about your erotic fantasies and desires that bubble up from your innermost being. Resist the urge to judge or control what flows onto the page. Allow your imagination to roam through realms you may have never consciously explored. Once you've completed your writing, gently close your journal and tuck it away in a secure place. This ritual not only clarifies your deepest desires, but also serves as a remarkable act of manifestation. It sends a clear message to the universe about what you wish to draw into your life. The sixth sacred vice that makes you irresistibly magnetic is what Jung described as the vice of spiritual power, transforming sexual energy into spiritual strength and vice versa. This may be the most mysterious and mystical aspect of female erotic maturity, yet it is also the one most often suppressed and vilified by patriarchal belief systems. Spiritual power involves recognizing and intentionally harnessing the profound link between sexuality and spirituality. It's about understanding that sexual energy and spiritual energy are not distinct. They are, in essence, the same life force flowing through different avenues. It's the skill of smoothly directing this energy between these pathways, using pleasure as a gateway to elevated states of consciousness, which in turn enriches your erotic experience. You can weave this sacred vice into your daily life. I recommend a simple but impactful practice: the meditation of the light ball. Find a quiet moment where you won't be disturbed. Settle into a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down, and close your eyes. Begin taking deep breaths, feeling the air move in and out of your body. After a few moments, shift your focus to your pelvic center and visualize a golden, pulsating light ball residing there. With every inhale, let this light grow brighter and more vibrant. As you exhale, imagine it expanding, First, allow it to fill your pelvis, then watch it rise along your spine. Picture this light activating and illuminating each of your chakras along the way. The sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye, and finally, the crown. When the light reaches your crown, envision it blooming like a flower, connecting you to the spiritual realms above. With your next exhale, see this light flowing back down, enriched with spiritual energy, returning to your pelvis. Continue this energetic flow for at least 10 minutes, feeling how sexual and spiritual energies come together and nourish one another in this cyclical dance. This brings us to the 7th sacred vice that makes your energy captivating, the vice of conscious transgression. This one may be the most daring and liberating of all, directly challenging the restrictive boundaries society has placed on your sexual expression. The vice of conscious transgression is your readiness to break free from rules that no longer serve you. It embodies a courageous act of inner freedom, allowing you to embrace your true self, sensual, powerful, and untamed. For decades, even centuries, society has dictated what is deemed appropriate, moral, or respectable for women. At the heart of your feminine sexuality lies a raw wisdom that recognizes true freedom and authenticity emerge when you have the courage to transcend your limits. This boldness is not driven by ego. Rather, it's a profound choice rooted in your heart, body, and soul. When you embrace your true self, even if it means challenging the norms that have shaped you, you transform into a radiant force, no longer seeking approval, but instead inspiring those around you. Your sexual energy shifts from being influenced by outside expectations to becoming a powerful expression of your truth and creativity. Those men who are ready will sense this strength. They will be captivated not just by your physical presence, but by the essence of a woman who knows her worth, makes her own choices, and dares to be herself.